Alright, here we go. Finally, a video for updating your KK modding tools. We are going to talk about getting it on GitHub. We're going to talk about the closed mono behavior. There's a version thing going on. And then we're going to talk about copying your mods into the newer version after you've downloaded it, of course. And you might have this monoscript missing problem. So, yeah, this video should be fairly short, but it's probably still going to end up being like half an hour or something because I managed to always drag things out really long. So, here's the GitHub for KK modding tools. I currently have what's called a pull request, which is I have submitted my changes to the main KK modding tools page, and if they accept it, then all my changes will be on the main KK modding tools page. If not, you will have to get them from my fork of KK modding tools, which is over here under forks, under Wogrim, KK modding tools. So this is my page. And unlike the regular KK modding tools page, I have releases over here for you to download the zip for it. Whereas otherwise, you have to go to code download zip. So that's how you would have probably grabbed it from the original KK modding tools page. Download zip, because you see there's no releases published. That may change. But now that's the way it is. All right. So about my releases, there are two releases that are both version 1.1.0. And the reason for that is because I initially created several months ago, this was back in November, I had created I had edited the close mono behavior. Also called the close component. Because part of the functionality of it wasn't working for me. I believe it is because I have the Steam version of the game with the HF patch, and specifically the from my understanding, it's the Darkness DLC of the game had introduced a new version of the closed mono behavior, which adds some extra features. So the original KK modding tools had the Darkness version of the closed mono behavior. So if you never updated your closed mono behavior with the one that I posted on the Discord, then you still have the Darkness version of the closed mono behavior. And it's got like Ren Normal 3, and it's got some extra stuff for emblems and shit. Let me actually, got some sleeves thing also. Let me actually just bring this up so we can look at that real quick. Well, it's not really going to be real quick, but go to scripts, for a closed component. Actually, all right. So if your closed prefab looks like this, where you've got rend normal 3, this EX rend emblem stuff, and this OBJ sleeves stuff, that's the darkness version of the closed mono behavior, which specifically when I was trying to test the optional parts, it wasn't working for me. That's why I changed it to the regular closed mono behavior in the first place. We will. Well, we don't really need to look at that, but those extra things I just mentioned, those are not in it. There is no rend normal 3. There is no sleeves. But so you can, if you really want that one, then download the darkness one. If you want the one that I use, the master one. But since I'm unable to test the darkness one, definitely let me know if there's problems. The master one I did plenty of testing on with all the example items plus all my own test items that I have created in the past. So that's the whole closed mono behavior thing, which version to get. So now let's actually download this thing, and we will look at copying your mods over to the new KK modding tools. So this will take a minute to download. Let's see, find my downloads folder on this other window here. Downloads, and all right, that finished there. We're just going to extract it, and we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna just copy this over to in my documents where I have all my other Unity projects folders. Make sure you don't accidentally copy it into one of these other Unity projects. That would be that would mess up your other Unity project file structure. All right. So now that's in there. We can go back to Unity, and we will open that folder. Make sure it has a different name from your other KK modding tools folder so that you when you go to the list, when you go back to the Unity Hub afterwards, you can easily distinguish. So Unity is opening it like for the first time or whatever on the my other monitor right now. So it's gonna take like 30 seconds, maybe longer. Come on. It's at about 75%. So I'm not sure if you need to open it first like I'm doing here, but I'm opening it right away. But then I'm going to close it right afterwards and then copy my mods from the older version of KK modding tools into this one. So I assume you want to do that with Unity closed. That's why I'm doing that. So go to Unity projects, go to your assets, mods folder on the new one, and then find it on the old one. Here, it's mods. And I'm just going to select everything, except I'm going to control click to not copy over the readmes. So make sure you copy instead of move. You wanna make sure that before you get rid of the old version of KK modding tools, that the new one is working properly. So we do that, and now we will open up KK modding tools again. So as you see here, since I have the name different from master, then that is easy to distinguish between them. So it's opening again, but it doesn't have to do all that first time bullshit, so it's going to be a lot faster. I got this pop-up, which is a texture is marked as a normal map, or is not marked as a normal map, but it's being used as a normal map. I am ignoring this. This is because of a certain mod that I have. I don't remember which one it is, but one of my mods, I have a texture that's already in the, I had already converted it to the red style normal map instead of the purplish style normal map. So that's why it's not marked as a normal map, and I want to keep it that way. So you have that come up. That's why you would want to ignore that error. Let's see. So yeah, test your mods. And what I'm gonna have here is, you'll see specifically, you look at prefabs, you might have this missing monoscript thing going on. So that is a script that you had in your other version. For some reason, it isn't referenced the same in this version. KK modding tools. I think you shouldn't have this problem, but as part of my messing around with scripts and stuff, I did come across this problem, and I could have easily avoided it by fixing it in KK modding tools, the old version, and then it would have copied over fine. Like you'll see this one, for example, this one copies over fine because I had fixed the problem there. But you may need to end up fixing it on this end. So how do we fix this? There's two ways to fix it here. One is to just remove it, and since we know this is supposed to be a close item, that it's a close component, and then you would just fill out the you basically just have to refill out the entire mono behavior. So you got to know how to fill it out. You got any default colors, you got to put those back in there. So if you're very picky about your default colors, then you're definitely not going to want to do this. But this is a very simple item. It doesn't use most of this stuff, so it's very quick to redo if the default colors aren't that important to you. But if you got more stuff that you want to do, then you got to you can do this other method. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, show and explore, and then so we got this problem on glove and PO bra 06, and that's an accessory close, so that doesn't have this problem. You can see here it's only been the close component that we're looking at so far, but go to my other items. The accessory component isn't having the problem. The well, the dynamic bone isn't doing it. The item component isn't doing it. So it's just been the clothes. So glove and PO bra 6. What we're going to do is we are going to first we're going to look at one of the good ones. I think this is the one we just fixed. And specifically, the difference from copying the mods over in the older KK modding tools, what I had was a different was broad test a good one or a bad one? Or it didn't save. It didn't save. Which one was the one that was already good? Was it Emblem Glove? But yeah, this didn't like save the prefab yet, I guess. The component should be different. Thinking. Try closing this. Maybe then the brow test will be fixed. Yeah, that did it. So you can fix it on one and then close it if all of yours are messed up. Specifically the GUID of this script changed for me. Probably won't have changed for you, but it's possible, so that's why I'm showing this section of the video. So just select the whole line and just control copy, and then go to the prefabs for the ones that are messed up. And you gotta find this closed component. So it's gonna say mono behavior. It's not gonna say closed component or anything like that. Think. But you can tell that it's a closed component because it has like ren normal 0.1, ren normal 0.2, which is no other mono behaviors have the 0.1 and 0.2 in them. So you just select that whole line, the M script line, and just paste it, save it. And which is the other one? It's this one, I think. Yep. So you can see that the when I paste it, the UID changes. So that's good. And now we can just open that back up. And our items no longer have that missing mono behavior problem. Missing mono script, whatever it said. So that's all for this video. Next video will be all the cool changes I made to things. Oh, you can see here the material also got messed up. So you might have to go in and redo the material shader, forge, main, bake. That's all I had going there. So yeah. I might have actually had that messed up in the previous version. I'm copying it over. So yeah. Anyways, next video we'll be talking about the all the cool changes I made to KK modding tools. Nothing super amazing. One of the main things though is this new item preview scene. There was of course an item preview scene before, but it was a little more basic, and I also added cool stuff like the global shader settings. So yeah, we'll see some cool stuff next video. And yeah, that's it.